Okay, real talk. I used to wonder why I was always broke by the 25th of every month. Like clockwork, every single month. I'd get paid, feel good for about a week, and then slowly watch my bank account drain down to nothing. And the frustrating part? I wasn't buying anything crazy. No vacations, no designer clothes, no big purchases. So where was the money going? Turns out, it was the small stuff. The everyday purchases that felt totally normal, totally justified, but were quietly killing my savings. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 things I stopped buying and how cutting them helped me save hundreds of dollars every single month. Now, before you roll your eyes and think I'm about to tell you to stop buying coffee, just hear me out. This isn't about suffering. This isn't about living like a monk. It's about being intentional with your money so it actually works for you. If you're new here, welcome to the Saved Right. I'm glad you found this channel. Hit subscribe because every week we talk about real, practical ways to save money and build wealth. No fluff, no gimmicks. All right, let's get into it. Number 1 on the list, and I know you saw this coming, is convenience food and takeout. But stay with me here because I'm not going to tell you to meal prep every Sunday like some kind of fitness influencer. That's not realistic for most people. Here's what I will tell you though. The average American spends somewhere between $200 and $300 a month on takeout and delivery. And that number has gone up significantly since delivery apps became a thing. Because now it's not just the food, it's the delivery fee, the service fee, the tip, the small cart fee. By the time your food arrives, you've spent $35 on a meal that should have cost $12. I'm not saying never order food. I'm saying be aware of what it's actually costing you. What worked for me was simple. I started cooking 1 extra portion whenever I cooked at home. Just 1 extra serving. That became lunch the next day. No meal prep, no planning, just 1 extra portion. That one habit alone cut my food spending by about $80 a month. That's close to $1,000 a year, just from cooking 1 extra serving. Number 2, and this one genuinely shocked me when I first added it up. Unused subscriptions. I did an audit of my bank statement one afternoon, just sat down, went through every charge, line by line, and I found subscriptions I had completely forgotten about. There was a meditation app I downloaded during a stressful week 2 years prior and never opened again. A cloud storage plan I didn't need because I already had another one. A streaming service I kept meaning to cancel after the free trial ended, except the trial ended 8 months ago. Altogether, about $85 a month in stuff I wasn't using. $85 every month, gone. And here's the thing, this isn't unusual. Studies show the average person underestimates their subscription spending by about 80%. We genuinely have no idea how much we're paying for things we don't use. So here's what I want you to do. Go to your bank statement this week, not next week, this week, and go line by line, every recurring charge. Write them down. Ask yourself honestly, did I use this in the last 30 days? If the answer is no, cancel it today. Use an app called Rocket Money if you want to make it easier. It finds all your subscriptions automatically and lets you cancel them right from the app. It takes about 10 minutes and it's genuinely one of the highest ROI things you can do for your finances. Number 3, random online shopping. You know what I'm talking about. It's 11 at night, you're lying in bed, you open your phone and somehow end up on Amazon or TikTok Shop or some random website. And before you know it, you've added 3 things to your cart and checked out before your brain had a chance to catch up. We've all been there. The thing about online shopping is that it's designed to be frictionless. 1-click checkout, saved payment info, buy now, pay later. Everything about the experience is engineered to get you to spend before you have a chance to think. And the packages arrive, and half the time you don't even remember ordering them. They sit in the corner of your room unopened for 3 days. That's how you know it was an impulse buy. What helped me was creating what I call a wish list buffer. Anytime I wanted to buy something online that wasn't a necessity, I'd add it to a wish list or a note on my phone instead of buying it right away. Then, once a week, I'd look at the list and ask myself, do I still want this? Is it worth it? About 70% of the time, the answer was no. That wish list buffer saved me easily $150 a month. Money I thought I wanted to spend, but actually didn't. Number 4. And yes, I know everyone talks about this one. Daily coffee runs. Now, I'm not going to tell you that buying coffee is why you're not rich. That's a lazy argument and it ignores real financial problems. But I am going to give you the actual numbers and let you decide. The average coffee drink at a place like Starbucks costs between $6 and $8. If you go every weekday, that's about $30 to $40 a week. That's $130 to $170 a month. That's over $1,500 a year. Now here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying never drink coffee you enjoy. Life is short. Enjoy things. What I am saying is this. If you're struggling to save money and you're spending $1,500 a year on coffee, that's worth paying attention to. What I did was simple. I kept 2 coffee runs a week as something I actually look forward to. The other days I made coffee at home. Good coffee. A decent bag of beans and a French press costs maybe $20 and makes weeks worth of coffee. That one shift saved me about $80 a month without feeling like a sacrifice, because I still had my 2 coffee runs. I just stopped making it an autopilot daily habit. Number 5. Paying for brand names when the generic version works just as well. This one is about understanding what you're actually paying for. When you buy a brand name product, whether it's food, medicine, cleaning supplies, or personal care items, a significant portion of that price is going toward marketing, packaging, and brand recognition, not the product itself. Take over-the-counter medicine, for example. Generic ibuprofen and Advil have the exact same active ingredient at the exact same dosage. The FDA requires it. The only difference is the box and the price, which can be 2 to 3 times more for the brand name. Same with grocery store staples. Store brand pasta, canned goods, cooking oils, spices. In most cases, they come from the same suppliers as the name brands. The product is identical. The label is different. Now there are exceptions. Some brand name products genuinely are better. You'll figure out which ones matter to you. But the starting point should be, try the generic first. If it works just as well, you've just permanently reduced that expense. I made this switch across about 15 regular purchases. The monthly savings? Around $60. Nothing dramatic on its own, but combined with everything else on this list, it adds up fast. Number 6. Lottery tickets and gambling apps. I'm going to keep this one short because the math here is brutal and there's really not much to debate. The odds of winning a major lottery jackpot are roughly 1 in 300 million. You are statistically more likely to be struck by lightning twice than to win the Powerball. But here's the thing. People don't buy lottery tickets because they genuinely believe they'll win. They buy them because of the fantasy. $2 buys you a day of daydreaming about what you'd do with the money, and that feeling is worth something to people. I get it, I've done it. But if you're buying lottery tickets regularly, even just $10 or $20 a month, and you're also struggling to save, there's a disconnect there worth examining. $10 a month in lottery tickets is $120 a year. Put that same money into a high-yield savings account for 10 years and it becomes real money. Not jackpot money, but real, tangible, accessible money that actually improves your life. Same with gambling apps. They're designed by people who are very, very good at making you spend more than you intend to. If it's entertainment and you can afford it, fine. But if it's a habit you'd rather not have, this is a good one to cut. And number 7, buying in bulk without a plan. This one catches people off guard because buying in bulk is supposed to save money, and it can, but only if you actually use what you buy. Here's the trap. You go to Costco or Sam's Club, you see a giant tub of something at a great price per unit. It feels like a deal, so you buy it. And then half of it expires before you finish it. Or it takes up space in your house for 6 months. Or you realize you didn't actually need 48 of that thing. Bulk buying saves money on things you use regularly and consistently. It loses money on things you bought because the deal seemed good. The rule I use is simple. Only buy in bulk if I can finish it before it expires, and if I would buy it anyway at regular price. If both of those aren't true, I skip it. This shift stopped me from wasting money on bulk purchases that seemed smart in the store but weren't. And it freed up a surprising amount of mental space too. Less clutter, less waste, less guilt about things sitting unused. All right, let's bring it home. Here are the 7 things I stopped buying that helped me save hundreds of dollars every month. 1. Convenience food and takeout every day. 2. Subscriptions I wasn't actually using. 3. Random late-night online shopping. 4. Daily coffee runs on autopilot. 5. Brand names when generic works fine. 6. Lottery tickets and gambling apps. 7. Bulk buying without a real plan. Now look, I'm not saying cut everything forever and live miserably. That's not the point. The point is to be intentional, to choose where your money goes instead of wondering where it went. Pick 2 things from this list. Just 2. Cut them this month. See what happens to your bank account by the end of the month. I think you'll be surprised. If this video was useful, leave a like. It genuinely helps more people find this content. Subscribe if you want more honest, practical money advice every week. And tell me in the comments, which one of these are you cutting first? I'm curious. I read every comment. See you in the next one.